So for today's video, I wanted to look at some of the amazing things that the community has been doing that makes me wonder why Sony couldn't add backwards compatibility all the way back to the PlayStation 1 for the PlayStation 5. First, let me know in the comments what era of backwards compatibility you want the most, the PS3, 2, or 1. It's going to be a very big discussion. I'm pretty sure maybe age will play a role. Some people who are older will probably go for the PS1, younger people will probably go for the PS3, but it's an interesting question, so I want to ask it to you guys and we'll see how things go. So comment below, what era of backwards compatibility do you want the most, PS3, 2, or the PlayStation 1? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into today's video, we've heard a lot of rumors and reports about backwards compatibility going all the way back to the PlayStation 1 era, and a lot of this came from backwards compatibility patents that we've covered time and time again on this channel. But in the end, Sony has only confirmed backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4, and this took AMD to work on this on the hardware level to get this working. I'm sure this was done so PS4 games can take a bigger advantage of the hardware and maybe avoid licensing issues. I'm thinking licensing issues may be a bigger role here, but in terms of PS3, 2, and 1, the PS5 is more than capable of handling emulators for these consoles in terms of power. I know on the PlayStation 4, a lot of people doubted the capability of the console to provide PS3 backwards compatibility, but on the PlayStation 5, there's more than enough power considering the console has components not even available on the PC market just yet. We're dealing with a powerful machine with the PlayStation 5. And when we go back to the patents, we've seen multiple patents discussing different aspects of emulating previous consoles on the hardware level, with core frequency emulation, disabling and enabling hardware features to match the older console, etc. So it's hard for me to believe this was all just for the PlayStation 4. But again, of course, it could have just been for the PlayStation 4, but I don't know why I feel there's more to this equation. And this brings me to the community. In terms of the PlayStation 4, we knew the console was capable of playing PlayStation 2 games with the PS2 Classics collection, which hasn't had a new game added since January of 2019, and even then the entire official collection is about 54 games out of the thousands of games available on the PlayStation 2. So the community has taken it upon themselves to improve upon this list. What once was 54 games has now come to 500 PS2 games compatible with the PlayStation 4. This comes from PS3 developer Wiki's administrator and editor Roxanne. Over on Twitter, she stated the following: the PS2 Classics emulator compatibility list for the PS4 developer Wiki celebrates another milestone. There are now 500 game titles fully playable as you would play them on a real PS2 hardware. Impressive. From my understanding, they have 1,000 games compatible, but 500 are fully playable without issues, and that's pretty amazing to me. Beyond this, we also had RPC S3, which is a PS3 emulator doing some pretty crazy stuff outside of bringing Uncharted Drake's Fortune to 4K. The game was also showcased playing with ray tracing. RPC S3 is not perfect, of course, but the community have made its strides on this emulator, which brings back one of my older points when talking about backwards compatibility, and that is Sony being more capable than the community to produce a better emulation solution for their own systems. But one of the biggest issues people bring up with emulation is licensing issues, which makes sense, but if we're going off the patents we've seen from Sony, it seems Sony is emulating at the hardware level, matching the old hardware specs of each console at the hardware level. So maybe in theory this will allow Sony to bypass the licensing matter since each game will be running on its old hardware technically. There could be something I'm missing here since I obviously don't work for Sony and don't know their whole situation, but seeing the community accomplish a lot makes me wonder if Sony at some point will bring full backwards compatibility. I guess we'll see in time. In the end, let me know if you see Sony bringing full backwards compatibility to the PlayStation 5 at some point. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with all access, because if you want full backwards compatibility like I know you guys do, destroy the comment section with all access, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.